Black woman humiliated at shooting range by US general, unaware she is a legendary sniper who let her in here. This range isn't for tourists. Chuckles echoed, eyes turned. The general's voice dripped with arrogance as he eyed the quiet black woman at the end of the line. She didn't flinch. She adjusted her grip. A long silence fell, then a single shot. The sound rippled through the air. So did the disbelief. Targets shattered. Records broke. The silence screamed louder than the mockery. But who was she? And why was a U.S. general now trembling behind his pride? This isn't just a shooting range story. It's about power, silence, and legacy. Welcome, story lovers. Where are you watching from? Hit the like button and drop your city name in the comments so we can see how far our stories travel. Camille Brooks wasn't there to prove a point. She came to shoot, like she did every Saturday morning at the old Veterans Range on the edge of town. In oversized sunglasses, a weathered hoodie, and no military markings, she blended in with the weekend crowd. Few knew that she had once held the longest confirmed kill in her division. Even fewer knew she had walked away from the military in silence, disillusioned. Unheard and uncelebrated, she preferred it that way, but that day something was different. A VIP group was visiting the Ranger, retired U.S. general, and his entourage. Surrounded by media and flashing cameras, Camille took her place at the far end, quiet as always. She loaded her rifle, waiting for her turn, unaware that arrogance, ego, and racism were about to pull her back into a world she had tried to forget, and they had no idea who they had just disrespected. It started with whispers. Is she with the press? No, she's actually in the lineup. Then came the jokes. Watch out, she might aim sideways. One of the general's men laughed, nudging another. She's probably here for Instagram content, said another, loud enough for Camille to hear. Camille said nothing. She adjusted her scope. When her turn came, the general stopped her mid-step. Miss, this lane is reserved for shooters with verified credentials. I'm sure you understand. Camille calmly handed over a card, her range membership. He scoffed, barely looking at it. I meant military credentials. This range is honoring service today. That word hit harder than any bullet. Credentials. As if her years crawling through enemy terrain, saving troops, and logging historic shots had meant nothing. Because of how she looked, Camille turned to walk back, but paused. No worries, she said softly. I'll wait till you're done. I'd hate to embarrass anyone. His laughter was immediate. So were the cameras. The crowd smelled drama. Minutes later, the general stepped up. He fired 10 rounds. Decent grouping. Applause. Followed. Then came Camille. One shot. The bullet tore through the air, hit the bullseye, and detonated the exploding dye packet behind it, designed for training. A red mist filled the air. Gasps. Silence. Then murmurs. Wait. Who is she? The general looked stunned. But this wasn't about a shot. It was about every time she'd been dismissed, erased, forgotten. And she had just spoken without saying a word. The general walked over, his voice lower now, but his pride still intact. That was impressive. Where'd you train? Camille turned, removing her hoodie. The tattoo on her neck, an insignia known only to the elite. Snipro. Cord shut him up instantly. Recognition hit him like a brick. You're Brooks. Operation Scorch. She nodded once. Didn't think credentials mattered. The crowd was quiet. Phones were out. Some had already started Googling her name. He had mocked a living legend, and now the story was being written without him controlling the narrative as Camille walked past him. The look on his face wasn't just embarrassment. It was fear. Not of her aim, but of what she represented. The truth that talent isn't always white, loud, or male. Camille didn't return. The following week. She didn't need to. Her silence had said enough. However, the story didn't end with her departure. It went viral. News outlets picked it up. Veterans confirmed her status. Students at military academies started whispering her name with awe. The general issued a public apology. But it rang hollow because what he revealed wasn't just bias, but the system that enables it. Camille's shot wasn't just a display of skill. It was a mirror held up to those who had refused to see. And in that moment, justice didn't need a courtroom. It only needed a trigger, a target. And the woman they never saw coming. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos. Take care.